Hello, I am live with the Sens Ta. Wow, wowie, wowie. It is I, Tradespotting. This is Sens, who's like, you've never seen it before. Oh my god, Sens, talking about like you've never seen it before. Have you seen a piano like that? Have you seen a swimming pool like that? Have you seen a flume like that? Have you seen shrubbery like this before? Have you ever stayed in a hotel like that? Have you ever done any of those things ever? I don't know. And on to the charts. There we have Sens. Right. So, longer term time frame, slap it on into weekly. Come back up. All time highs here. 1, 2, third touch of it. Good recovery. Let's take these drawings. What do these mean? Well, we've looked at it before, obviously, and talked about the potential moves. We talked about this horizontal level here at $4.04 being important. This has been important all year at that level. Consolidating up at resistance, very positive to see. RSI has dropped below the center line. Price action has come out of this upward sloping trend. That itself was perhaps a bit of a wedge. Or a descending triangle, one or the other. If we take it as a descending triangle, you would have to cut something off. You're coming up from the bottom. Looks like that, possibly. But maybe on the daily time frame, you are talking more about that pennant shape and us coming down at the bottom side of that. Broken out of it, come down to the 236. 236 of the move from where? No, this is targets all the way up to this high here. That's more accurate. And so we talked about that. It's now a white line. It was an orange one. And we can see you're above the 50, which is above the 200 simple period moving average on the daily time frame. You are making a positive move to the top side in RSI, and you've got a little bit of a test coming up on the DMI to see if that trend is now, in fact, going to move into the positive territory. I'd like to see prices back above 3.56 for that to happen. You've had 10% today. You'll need a further big chunk to make it above there. Bollinger Band top sides be well. You'll be touching it. Resistance on all sorts of levels, looking left horizontally. Moving averages, Bollinger Bands touching the center line of the RSI. Do you even make it above there without a retrace? I expect you'll go up, touch the bottom side of this bullish control zone, and that'll be when price action finds itself up at the 350 and change. Horizontal levels at $4 for real take profit, and above there I'd look for retests, re-entries, and any sort of move thereafter. Have you got your full move down again from this previous low? If you take this Fibonacci and say you made it down to golden pocket right at the bottom of it, good entry. 4 hour on the daily time frame, 200 simple period moving average, just make it slightly easier to see there. Coming in at the top of where your move is at the minute, so most of that's already happened. You can't jump in on this now hoping for these moves. You'd need to see some sort of reason to enter on the hourly. You've got a gap there down at $2.76, and that might be a really good entry. Drop on horizontal levels, it would turn this into inverted head and shoulders, which would be a bottom information. You've already got your hammer candlestick here, which would suggest a measured move only until where you've got to at the minute. The measured move of this candlestick itself is only really that which you've already got here. If you want the actual measured move for this to come up and test higher levels, maybe you do need to come down, close this gap, get a right hand side shoulder. I don't know where you want to take your left shoulder from. It could be here, it could be here. As such, you would like most best value entry would be a touchdown here again, close that gap, go on, then you get your measured move on this time frame. Might be something like up towards or above that 200 period. If I can get it on here, come on here. It goes to Dan, $9.99. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Dan. Cheers. Here's Dan. Please make GME go up. Ham, ghost of damn. Hammerady, ham, ghost of damn. Wouldn't it be nice? I can only tell you what's actually happening, Dan. Wouldn't it be nice if I could make anything else happen? Like every other YouTuber in the world will likely have an answer for you there and say dum-ba-dum-ba-dum, wump-de-wump-de-wump-bum. But I can't even make it happen. I can only tell you the truth. In it, though, I will give you 2 episodes today. I can do that and talk about Sens and talk about one of them all about Sens. So the measure move on this, you might actually not get 100%. Look for a 200 period on the 1 hour, 4 hour. It's also around the same areas, and then you don't make the 350s, 340 and change. If only. Maybe your horizontal looking left at this level, you might pay attention there at 334, and that, as such, maybe you'll only get a 10% move off this. If you do get a terminal candle in around 277, that's a really good extra chunk on the percentage of that trade, and makes it not just safer but far, far better for you. Failing that, I'd be looking for opening closes above the 200 if you were to continue this trend to the top side. Do you think this looks like a bull flag? No, not necessarily. I think that it could be distribution. You'll likely see this being a lower low. You will likely see that thesis if you don't break above the 200 period on daily, 240 on daily especially, right? You really want to be above that 200 period on the daily. You don't want this to look like distribution with a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, 3 all in at the same level, and then a drop. That would be a triple top, especially when you see that 3 of them is convergent, that the weakness coming in there and now a lower low. You don't want that trend to be positive. You want that to react positively topside. Otherwise, it looks like it could come back down. It could come back down a thunky, chunky, bunky, wonky, dunky, down to $1. Could easily do that. Could come all the way down to 69 cents. Though you would look at 175, 193 and probably think it's a bargain there. You probably would also be interested again if it got down to it's the $270 there, 250, credible, right? 275, 277, bargain, bounce. How it goes, I'm not sure. Measure it with stop loss. Always. Thank you very much for tuning in to this Sens Ta. And like we were saying, where's that hotel gone? Shucks. I mean, the pace of redevelopment around here, unreasonable, and you can't freaking make a skyscraper because the land just goes up in value so much, somebody else wants to buy it off you 2 seconds later. What about that for a logo? Isn't it brilliant? You'd get it injected into your veins if you could, but you can't. But you can hit the like button. Thank you very much. Great to see you. See you tomorrow. I'll be here from 2 hours before market close until market close. And also Rocky will be here at market open. You'll be able to see, well, not here. You'll be at youtube.com/RockyCrumb. You'll be able to see all the answers that will change your life and change your portfolio. If only you could read the charts like us. You can. Take the course. The link's in the description. Mind you have to pay in PayPal now. Thanks. Bye.